All right, our top five for the season so far.
Yes,
it's about halfway
yes.
through for most teams. Let's have a crack at it. The best 5 players can be batters, bowlers, keepers, all-rounders, whatever you want.
Yep.
I reckon we go 5, and then we count down to 1 like we've done in the past.
No
so
worries.
I'll get you to start. Shout out. Yeah.
My one and only bowler.
Oh, one and only.
One and only.
That's disrespectful
Is
to
it?
bowlers. Yeah.
How many runs have been scored this tournament? That's
a very good point.
The games have been won with the runs.
That's a
anyway,
very good point.
Bumrah at 5. Equals second most wickets.
5.
The thing that stands out to me was not only his average of 14, which I think is the best average, but also economy of 6.
Yeah.
I think it's
Unbelievable.
6.08. So
Yes.
round down,
I got that round.
of course.
Written down here.
So you must have.
I'm a bit higher.
Oh,
Bumrah,
interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, he's been awesome.
Yep.
He's got a feature. Number 5.
Not fair call. I'm going to go 5. Ecto teacher, underclassing superstar. I'll tell you why. Our man that we love doing a few chants about, 63 batting average. He's, I think, in 7th in the runs, which isn't amazing. 350s, though, and a strike rate of 200. There's a lot of guys in that 2 to 6 range that are only about 120, 130 strike rate. Klaasen has literally kept that strike rate going for the Sunrisers, and I think he's been an underrated player. Lots of people are talking about Travis Head's 100. He's been that consistent player for the Sunrisers, and the fact that they're in the top 4, I think, is because of Klaasen. So he's just sneaking in there in my 5. That's why.
I feel like Sunrisers are in the top 4 because of their batting as a whole, but Klaasen is very underrated. I'll give you that.
Yep.
I just think, I don't know, maybe he's been a little bit inconsistent. Like he'll make the 80 off 30. And then
I'll have a look. So he's averaging 63. He's 7th in the runs, but everyone above him has a worse strike rate. So that's why I've just gone the strike rate.
No, I like the reasoning.
And I've gone a bit biased with the Sunrisers player. I wanted to sneak one in there.
Nice.
All right. Your 4th?
My 4th is Rian Parag.
Oh,
number 4.
nice.
Rajasthan batting at number 4 as well, actually.
Yep.
Second most runs, 318. Second most sixes, average of 63.
Yep.
Reason why I probably don't have him higher is because just hasn't gone on to make that century. He's just so explosive though. Like he comes in and can just change a game instantly. I think he's made an 84 off 45 as well as another 70 off about 40 as well.
Yep.
Sure, there's another 50 in there. He's really impressed me. He's 22 years old as well, so he's one to watch going forward for India. He's a class act. I really like him. And yeah, I think he has to be in the top 4 just based off how he's gone.
Yeah, I've got him 4th as well. I didn't want to just say it before you even said it. He's my 4th as well.
Nice.
Parag is an absolute beast at the moment for the Royals. It's been awesome. I think they've been batting him 4 or 5 some games. They should be batting him at 3, I think, or 3 or 4 at the lowest. I think he's batting a bit too low. Even opener, he's been awesome.
Batting at 4.
Has he been batting? Yeah, I reckon they could put him up to 3 even, but they're 6 and 1 on top of the ladder. So who am I to say? All right, number 3.
Josh Butler.
Oh, really? I haven't even got him. I don't think
250 runs, so not as many as the ones above him.
Yep.
62 average, but for me, it's the 2 centuries this season. No other players had 2, and obviously we talked about the one recently where he timed the chase to perfection, won the game for him. The other one was against RCB in the last over, so another match-winning innings.
Yep.
Again for Rajasthan, so they've just got a great batting lineup. But yeah, he has had a few non-scores, but I just think his ability, like he's won 2 games for Rajasthan.
Yeah.
Parag has done his bit as well to win games, but without Butler, they don't win against Kolkata, and I'd argue they don't win against actually, they probably still win against Bangalore because it's Bangalore.
No, you're right. They might not have.
But I just think to make 2 centuries and it's halfway through the season,
fair enough.
Great effort.
Yeah, I didn't have him, but I think he's a little bit stiff because he hasn't made total runs, but I don't mind that one. I've got Jasprit Bumrah at number 3. You already mentioned him, 10 wickets, 3rd best economy, just 6.08. I think economy is better to go off than wickets in this
IPL,
tournament.
Absolutely.
Not even just in the past in 2020 cricket, we love a really low economy, but just because there's been so many runs. It's been a record run scoring tournament. 6.08 is unbelievable. He's Yorker. He's just awesome, and he's still one of the best players in the world. He's been stiff over the years with different injuries and things like that. He's an absolute star, Bumrah. So he's my number 3.
Love it.
All right, number 2.
1 and 2 are very
1 and 2 are
close.
hard. I don't know if we have the same here. We'll have to
I think we do.
Probably.
We have to, right? Number 2, Sunil Narine.
Oh, I got a different one at number 2, but
Interesting.
we might have him around the wrong other way. I think you got it around the wrong way.
It's very tight.
Yeah.
So average of 46. He made obviously 109 or 56 in that other game against Rajasthan. 3rd most runs with 276, 7 wickets. The economy 6.88.
Yeah, that's the one.
So I think when is it like at the point that Narine is now a batter more than a bowler?
Well, it's now.
You reckon?
He's made 100. If you make 100 and you're not bowling your 4 overs every game, you're a batter.
That's crazy.
And he's opening.
I don't think he's bowling 4 overs, isn't he?
Oh, he might be, but if you're opening the batting, you're a batter.
That's just crazy.
Batting all rounder, yeah. Because I reckon
like his just rise in the batting ranks has been.
I saw he actually opened one game for the Renegades.
Yeah, no, he did, yeah.
Or a couple of games maybe, but that was random.
He's been used as a pinch hitter before.
But his technique's gotten so much better. I think
it has. It's developed. You got to give credit to him. Yeah, probably very.
I reckon that's a joke that he's not number one. But anyway, I'll get into that for my one. My number 2, Virat Kohli, King Kohli. Probably very unlucky not to be number 1, but just Narayan's done a little bit of both bowling and batting. Yeah. Obviously, Kohli is the best batsman in the IPL ever. He's got the most runs ever. He's got the most runs so far. He's still doing it. Average of 72. Pretty self-explanatory. He can hit 360 degrees. He can go really hard up to that 200 strike rate or just hold an innings. And he's very unlucky that he's playing for RCB because he's absolutely carrying them at the moment with the batting. Or just in general, I feel bad for him because
he's the only one.
Well, I don't know why I feel bad for Kohli. Sometimes I don't like him, but he's the only one absolutely dominating at RCB at the moment. Yeah. So he's my number 2.
Well, he's my number 1.
He's your number 1. So you can talk about him
the other way around.
Big RCB, man.
Look, it is tough. I think why I have him 1 over Narine is because he's done it in the worst team.
True.
He's seen so many wickets fall next to him. Yeah. And he's just like, no, that's fine. I'll just keep batting. Nothing changes.
Just a freak, yeah.
Yeah, 361 runs, which is the most. So that's 40 more than the next in Parag. Yeah, in Parag.
Yeah, in Parag, yeah.
As you mentioned, 72 average, and he's got the highest score this season of 113.
Yep.
Look, it is tight with him and Narine.
Narine's,
probably
win a game, Kohli, and then you can go to my number 1, I reckon.
Shut up. They actually have won a game. So.
Yeah, one game, to be fair, yeah. I got Narine. We've sort of chopped and changed here.
It's very tight, isn't it?
Very tight. Well, I think Narine has to be number 1. He's up there with being one of the best bowlers in this tournament, as you said, 6.87 economy, over a wicket per game. Then he's third most in the runs, and I just can't believe that opening partnership, Phil Salt and Sunil Narine, just keeps blowing my mind every game. If I saw that at the start of the season, I would have gone, that's a bit of a joke. But he's been awesome. He sort of resurged his career. How old is he now? Because he's been around for a while now, right?
30.
Let's have a quick 35. And this is probably the best he's ever batted.
Yeah, he's just getting better,
which is weird to say at 35. So I think he's got to go number 1. He's doing a bit of everything. Not too bad in the field as well. He just does a bit of everything. So I got to put Narine as my number 1.
Quick question. Yeah. Do you remember in our top 10 we did of IPL players of all time?
Yeah.
If Marcus had Narine in the top 10?
I think he did, actually. We talked about him.
Because I did. You did.
Did I?
Did you?
I can't remember.
I think one of you didn't, and whoever didn't is an idiot. We should
it's
shame
easy
them.
In hindsight when he's made 100. I don't know if I did, actually.
We'll find that
he's an absolute. I don't know.
If it's Marcus, you're an idiot, Marcus.
Well, I might have been me.
And if it's Stats Guy, you're an idiot anyway.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. You keep wearing your whites, mate. And RCB keep losing, hopefully.
Come on, RCB, please. All right.
If you like this show, make sure you check out all the other shows on the Sports Today network, from the AFL Today show to the Cricket Today podcast, the Football Today podcast, as well as NBA Australia and NFL Australia. With Sports Today, your sporting needs have never been easier to cover.